Today, it's the Rundown. It's brought to you by BarkBox, the company that loves dogs. Nick, do you like dogs?
Nope.
Just not a dog guy, huh?
No, not really.
When the internet's doing like their good old boys and good doggos and whatnot, what do you think about that?
I try to watch videos to feel anything, like military homecomings, like proposals, dogs, nothing. Nothing. I actually
I'm
do.
100% with the guy right here.
Thumbs-
Couldn't be more. I've expressed my opinions about the dog before. The homecoming video is the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't feel anything.
Really?
Yeah.
The homecoming video, you guys are monsters.
Absolutely.
I
agreed.
mean, because there are times where even
Talk
I'm like,
about that,
I'm like, they're
every
not gonna
week.
get me this time, and it's not even that good of one, and it still makes me get like teary-eyed.
When a soldier comes home in like a big gift box for like his kid's birthday, you know how disappointed that kid is. Like I
my
wanted
dad.
like a Tonka
Thought
truck.
that was a mini fridge.
It's just my fucking dad.
Well, for the normal people out there, we care about dogs. We want dogs to be happy. So these motherfuckers are just not gonna get BarkBox. They're just gonna let their dogs suffer, you goddamn weirdos.
I get my dog BarkBox.
You just don't care.
I just wouldn't watch a video of it.
Go to barkbox.com/rundown right now. Every BarkBox comes with 2 treats, 2 chew toys, 2 toys to keep your dog happy. When the box arrives, it's almost like a homecoming video. Like they know what's in the box and they go crazy for it.
That's true.
It's actually, it's heartwarming and cute if you have a soul and you have emotions. So you can keep your dog happy and be a good owner. Don't be like Nick, and get yourself and your dog these monthly. You can get them, I think, annually, semi-annually, monthly, whatever you want. Who gets like an annual or even a semi-annual? It's like just twice a year I'm gonna get treats for my dogs.
Well, you know, semi means both.
Yeah, what's that about?
That's crazy town.
Yeah.
No, not semi.
Bi monthly can mean.
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Go to
Bi-weekly means
barkbox.com.
twice a week and every other week. It's one of the craziest things.
Just
in the
like,
world.
just pick and choose what
Choose
you
one.
want.
You can't mean both of those things, but somehow it does mean both of those things.
Go to barkbox.com/rundown. You'll get an additional toy, additional 2 toys in your box. It's like a $60 value. So go get it, make your dog happy, and be a normal, upstanding citizen, unlike these 2 monsters. Barkbox.com/rundown. I don't even think I want to do the topics. I think I want to just get into it with this guy.
You want him? I'm fine.
What is your name?
Michael John Angelo.
Angelo.
Okay, so why does your
These-
dad Instagram Michelangelo?
I don't know, I guess he's buying into it.
Your dad calls you
okay.
by your first and your last name.
Yeah.
Which is also his last name.
Yes, yeah.
Like, so when they named you Michelangelo, they like obviously knew what they were doing.
My mom wanted to name me Christian.
Christian Angelo.
Yeah.
Okay. And your dad was like, no,
Nah,
man,
nah,
this
nah.
is going to be funny.
The
Get
Sistine
it?
Chapel,
It's-
you
it's
seen
like-
it, babe?
Yeah.
We got on that
People are
guy.
going to give him, we're going to give him a hard time his whole life. This is what we're going to do.
So I'm named after my great uncle.
You're named after a
who-
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
What did the great uncle do?
Died in World War II.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That's his claim
Yeah.
to fame.
yeah, that's his claim to fame.
Does that make you feel
Sniped.
anything?
No.
No. Tons of people
How
died in
long
World War
ago
II.
was that?
45.
You're like, so sorry for your loss, Mike.
Imagine like that being your big thing. Like, what did your uncle do? Hey, he died.
I don't
me
know why
something.
he was named Michelangelo, though. That's the key question.
Because that was
Probably
probably
because of Michelangelo.
But that was pre-Turtle, so he
Yeah,
was just named straight up after
pre-Turtle.
the fucking painter.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys thought that your name was like Michelangelo Smith.
No.
No, yeah, they're idiots.
Okay.
Secondly,
More importantly.
third, there's actually 3 things.
You went
here.
to
Okay, yeah, bring him
Cornell?
on,
You went
bring
to,
him
you were
on.
a Cornell guy.
I went
huh?
to Cornell. I did a brief
Didn't kill
stint at
yourself.
Farmingdale State College. Go Rams.
Hang on a
and,
second. You went from Farmingdale State College
yeah,
to Cornell?
yeah. Started
How does
at
that
Gettysburg College.
What?
Bounced around to
Whose
Farmingdale
third
State.
college is Ivy League superstar college Cornell?
Not only was that wasn't your fallback, that was your fallback's fallback. Like,
Yeah,
fuck it, I'll just go to
Plan
Cornell.
C. You know what? I'll
All
just-
right, Farmingdale
you know,
State didn't work out.
You know what? These
I
piece
fucking
of shit
Cornell.
colleges aren't working. Let me go to Cornell.
Great school.
What was that about?
How did that
So
happen?
actually, what happened was I got
scholarship for
guaranteed
spring
transfer
football.
to Cornell, so they like deferred my acceptance until a year after. So I went to Gettysburg for a semester, got in some hot water with
Oh.
campus PD.
For
my
what?
my roommate was nuts.
Yeah, it's always the roommate's fault.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
It was just
What were
drinking
you
stuff.
doing?
right?
Drinking stuff.
Okay. Or drug stuff. Doesn't
Drug
matter. Fine.
stuff. Yeah, my first weekend there, I got thrown off a porch by my roommate for like.
And the police are pissed about that.
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like,
well, it's a
how-
good start.
How dare you?
Bad
on the
start.
porch?
Yeah, toss right off.
What a tumble.
It was a weed. Well, I won't get into it, but yeah. So I got in trouble.
By the way,
didn't want
folks,
to
Michelangelo's
room.
wildly uncomfortable right now.
Yeah,
shifting
yeah.
around.
So
in his
my mom
chair
will
and
text
moving.
me after the rundown and say I need to stop moving when I'm on camera. But got in trouble at Gettysburg. Went to Farmingdale State, which is where I'm from, Long Island. So didn't want to screw up the Cornell thing. Went there, then went to Cornell.
And then you were a sprint football superstar.
yeah, yep.
What
sprint
is
football.
that? I've
Sprint
never heard that
football
until
is
20 minutes ago.
real people football,
Real
but for people under 172 pounds.
72.
It's been around for a while.
So-
It's all the Ivy League schools in the Army, Navy, but
So,
they have
like,
more teams now.
Offensive linemen are like $168.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the biggest guy on the team.
Were you the
fuck
nose?
out.
No, I wasn't. I was a punt returner. I actually checked my stats. I said 26 all-purpose yards, but actually 313 over the course of 10
look at
games.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yep.
Fucking superstar. I bet you cleaned up.
No.
I bet all the girls in Cornell
No,
were
I
just
did
like,
not.
let me
Do you-
bang
No,
some
trust
sprint
me, I did
football
not.
players.
When you told people you played football at Cornell, would you preface it with sprint or you just drop football?
No, I would just say I played varsity
Yeah.
football.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Stuck with
I
punt
can't imagine
return, it's, like,
anybody was like, oh
realistic.
yeah, that makes sense.
No, I would
Yeah.
believe, like, I believed it. I wasn't like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Michelangelo's probably a punt returner on the regular football team. It turns out
Because
he
it is
wasn't,
Cornell,
but I
too,
believed
no,
it.
you know?
It's for the small people too.
The small people team.
Yeah.
Wow. You are just a fucking an enigma inside a fucking mystery. I mean, you are
Nice.
special.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Michael
Hell yeah.
Angelo.
Michael,
man, the
Michael
myth, the
Smith,
legend.
Angelo?
Michael John Angelo?
Michael John. Yeah.
Michael John. I don't know where
MJ.
Smith came from. Just Michael Smith was in my brain.
Michael
No, I was
Smith
saying his name was
Angelo.
Michelangelo Smith because that's what
Oh,
you guys
okay. I
thought
knew I
it was.
heard of
His
Smith
name
somewhere.
was
Yeah.
Michelangelo. All right.
Cool.
Back to the rundown. Big moment today. We're trying to put a stop to the fucking anarchy in New York City. It's official. The MTA has banned pooping on the trains. By the way, great shoes, Nick. Phenomenal look.
Thanks.
What do you got on the MTA banning pooping, Nick?
I don't know if you'll still be penalized for an accident. You know, every once in a while I'll like get up in the morning and I'll eat like 8 Fiber One bars. And you never know. It's a gamble every time, especially
get stuck
if there's a
underground,
delay.
yeah.
I don't know if accidents can get you in trouble.
So,
fair fucking
so let's
question.
say you're on the subway, you poop, MTA shows up,
This is purely
hypothetical, and they say, you know, they get like the cuffs out, they're writing a ticket, whatever it is that they do, and you say, what, sir? I ate 8 Fiber One bars, and it was an
It was
accident.
a mistake. I think the
Probably.
pants on is the separator there.
That's the separator.
Like if your pants are
Then
down.
it's an act. Yeah,
you're
if you poop in your pants, it's clearly an
so
accident.
intentional poops.
Intentional poops have
yeah.
been banned by the MTA.
That's bullshit. I hate that. Like, what,
I mean, what are you
what the
supposed to
fuck
do?
is happening to this country? Like,
Can't even poop anymore.
what's next?
Do you think has masturbation been banned? Because then we're in trouble.
If it took till today to ban the pooping, I would imagine that the masturbation.
I think masturbation in public has been banned for.
I don't
Well,
think
you would
so.
also have think. You
I
would have also thought
watched
that
3
pooping
guys
would
jerk
be
off
banned.
this morning.
Like,
Yeah.
like Pee Wee Herman, like Pee Wee Herman got like arrested for like it can't just be in movie theaters. I think it's in public in general.
But you
Look,
can, you
it's
can.
happened, yes, but is it illegal? I don't know.
I wonder if you can label it performance art and get away with it.
Like the woman who knit while she was the yarn out of her vagina while she was on her period. Remember her?
Yes. Yes, I do.
She had a whole art show.
Honestly, you go in the confines of an art gallery. You can poop, you can jerk off, you can do whatever you want.
But what if I said the
This was art.
MTA was
Is
my art gallery?
Yeah.
Because
It's
that's art is subjective.
it's a live
Art
piece.
is you know, the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just call when I do art, but I could make it work.
I definitely don't think you jerking off. is art.
I honestly, I gave like a genuine thought. I was like, could I spin this as art? And I couldn't.
No.
It wouldn't work. It's really more.
Just like
it is illegal.
It is illegal.
A lewd act is a term to describe any activity considered to be indecent when performed in public. A lewd behavior is masturbating in public. So that's just
Okay,
a New
but I
York
think
law.
it's illegal. Like going 67 on the highway is illegal. Like they don't really.
I don't know
It's
if
not
you
like
would get in
tabs.
trouble for like masturbating in public. Just be like, there's a guy having an asthma attack, or like, what is this man like? Yours would be like, oh, Instead of like
Yours would be like call for help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
we call the ambulance. Something's happening to this man over here.
This guy was clearly just moving furniture, and his pants accidentally
just like-
slipped, and he's aroused by it.
The thought
There's
of
a
you
homeless
jerking
man
off.
pooling taffy.
Would you
Good.
rather?
He's a small businessman.
Would you rather get arrested for jerking off on the train or pooping on the train?
Poop. Jerking off in public, really.
It's pretty bad. I
It
get it. I
carries
know.
quite the stigma.
And I think I'm gonna go with you. But also, being the guy who's like squatting and just shitting on the
But I
train,
can-
you're probably equally as crazy.
I can spin shitting.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
the
like,
8,
be
5,
like,
or 1 bars.
look, I really
The
had to
accent.
shit, and I didn't want to do it in my pants. I can't spin jerking.
Well, look, I really had to.
Like, I gotta go knocking on neighbors' doors after that. Shit in public, I don't think you have to go on a list.
Well,
Jerking off in
I
public,
mean,
you
up
do.
until today, you were just apparently allowed to fucking do it. So yeah, I don't even think there's a punishment for it. What should the punishment be for the Chargers team doctor who punctured Tyrod Taylor's lung trying to give him a painkiller cortisone shot for a cracked rib in the middle of the football game? I'd be pretty pissed off if that was me.
He should get a raise. Tyrod Taylor stinks.
Yeah, that's pretty much. They were probably like, "Yo, just give him a little extra."
I think that team doctor had Justin Herbert on his bench in fantasy. It was just like,
well, as you
damn.
said, right? They're like they moved on.
I
from
was
him.
like, I actually tweeted during the game, I was like, Tyrod Taylor just can't catch a break because Herbert was playing great, and clearly they were going to move on from him. But like in the post-game press conference, I forget who the Chargers coach is.
They're just like, we're done with him.
It's the old Broncos coach, right?
Fucking no.
Whatever. But who cares about California? But he was like, yeah, we're gonna move on from Tyrod. Like one game, man.
Dude is sitting
My
there
God.
with a broken rib and now a punctured lung, and his coach is like, "Yeah, we're gonna go with Justin Herbert over you."
He's
Not
got
a
to get
great
a
week.
nice settlement, though, right?
I would imagine, yeah. I would have to
Alright.
imagine that.
I think I could be wrong. I believe he is the doctor who's like famously bad. Like
He's like Dr. Nick
He
from The
regularly
Simpsons.
fucks things up.
Hi, everybody.
I think there's pictures of him like performing surgeries with like bracelets and watches on. Like just day one, no stuff. That's what they tell you before you even start medical school.
Yeah,
They're like, take off your rings.
Because there's stories of people like leaving shit in there, right? Like jewelry falls off.
just the
sewing
germs
back
it has
up.
on
Yeah,
it.
like
it's
you're about to
disgusting.
go under the knife, the anesthesia's taken over, and you see like a Livestrong bracelet on you're not waking up from that surgery.
Tyrod, though, I mean, it's good to know that there's like some good old-fashioned football still going on. Like you got a cracked rib, whatever. Like go juice this guy up and get him back
Yeah,
out there.
cracked rib.
Oh.
I'd say
I
I'm
mean-
get out of bed with a cracked rib.
I mean, you can't breathe without feeling pain, and you gotta go play football.
The stuff they're on is so bizarre. I tell this story fairly often. Me and Ben Roethlisberger had an appendectomy about the same day.
Yep.
Ben Roethlisberger was playing professional football before I was watching comedies.
You were like on the couch
It
still,
hurt too much to laugh.
and he was getting tackled playing.
I remember my
fucking
friend
football.
kept trying to make me watch Talladega Nights. I was like, dude, I can't do it. It hurts too much. Ben Roethlisberger was playing Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are on the good stuff. They have access to shit that nobody even has.
And there's always injuries that's like a pain tolerance issue. You'll get over it.
Yeah. You can tough it out. Second half of the rundown is brought to you by Draft Top. Draft Top is one of the official sponsors of the Barstool Sportsbook house. So the whole Philly house is brought to you by the Draft Top. It is designed to remove the top of your can to create a cup, a cool cup with a smooth edge, so that you're not getting the glug and you can just drink it, sip it like with some class. I'm just trying to glug out of a can. What's wrong with you? God bless you. So you can drink it right out of the can, and you get the full aroma of your drink. Let's say you're drinking like some delicious craft beer or something. You don't want to have the glug, 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 glug. You know what I mean? So you just pop the top off. You can sip it like a gentleman.
More importantly
you
than
can
all this,
add in.
it looks cool.
It does, but no. The most important thing is if you ever have a can and you're drinking a beer that needs a lime or a lemon or something like that.
Oh,
What do you
wedging
do?
her in
You gotta
there?
like squeeze
Yeah.
it in and then try to wedge it in. Now you can put it in the cup like every other cocktail. So any sort of garnish, if you want to look cool, if you want to sip it, this is what Draft Top can do for you. Go to drafttop.com and you can get 15% off with the promo code Stoolies. That's a new one. Drafttop.com, promo code Stoolies. Get 15% off today and get that American for you. We got this proposal on the Brooklyn Bridge gone wrong with a biker, a cyclist just crashing into some chick who hopped in the bike lane. Nick, you I mean, you're fresh off your Vespa.
You did the Vespa thing, yeah.
You peeled out. That was dangerous. You could have got hit. You could have hit someone with that Vespa. How's that going, by the way?
Well, I saw the proposal and I felt bad for the guy because she's just going to choose somebody else like she always does.
have to come to a point where you're gonna choose him or me, and you're gonna choose him.
Love isn't real. And so I think that bike crashing is an omen. And it's going to save them from a lot of pain
Just call it
in
off,
the
you think?
future. What?
Should they just call it off, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should call it off
just
all
jump
the
off that
time.
bridge?
If your boyfriend is dressed like Bruno Mars at the Super Bowl, you should call off the proposal every time. He looks preposterous.
You know what I think was the highlight is the girl filming them going, talk louder.
Talk louder.
Speak louder.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Propose louder.
like, do you not get what's happening here? Where you're in a dress, I'm in a gold blazer on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'm on my knee. Do I have to even say anything? You get what's happening, right?
So
Never propose in public.
Never.
that's a really good rule.
I'm keeping my ring in the glove box, and whenever my broads get yapping about where she wants to go get food, I'll just be like, open up the box.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
Hopefully it'll shut up that mug for 15 minutes.
We're going to Applebee's. Deal with it.
How many of your broads are out there, you think? How many are you juggling these days?
How many broads am I?
Yeah.
It's too many to count, brother.
Your straight-ass dad would be proud of you?
Oh my God, yeah. He funnels them to me. Trickle down.
Now, let's say one day you come home and there's a big box and you open it up and it's your straight-ass dad.
Pissed.
Pissed.
My dad wouldn't pull that shit. My dad doesn't get anywhere near boxes.
That's gay, man. Well done. That was great. That was fucking great.
Really
you would
well
have thought
done.
that was fucking scripted. He's the best. He's the absolute best in the business. It's unbelievable. Bill Belichick just redefining fashion once again.
He looks like a king. I mean,
I hate the guy with all my heart. I always do.
Do you, though?
I do. I absolutely do. I hate
Why?
him because I think he's a bag of shit. I can't stand his whole shtick. I think just stop being a dick to everybody all the time, dude.
But it's
you
not
can be
like-
an excellent football coach and not just be a over dramatic asshole.
You
all
can
the
have
fucking
other
time.
positive traits,
Yeah.
which he thinks.
Hey.
No, you can only have one. No, you can have multiple.
You can just be a
but you
pleasant
cross
person to
the
talk
line
to.
at some point when you get so successful that like he knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
Everyone
That makes it
knows,
worse.
But everyone knows
So now
what
it's like
he's
a little
doing,
game. It's a little
and it's
shtick.
just like kind of funny. It's just
No,
like
yeah,
the thing is, like, everybody
my
saying more.
face or snap face.
No,
and-
that's the worst of the
That
bunch.
was a bad
That
one.
was
Yeah.
so blatant.
That one's a bad one,
But
yeah.
everybody's saying how he looks like trash. If that's on the Off-White website, Fights is coming that exact outfit.
1,000%. $1,000
Also,
for that.
I never said he looked like trash. He looks fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks great.
There you go. That's why, he complimented your pants, right, Nick, before we started? What did you say?
I got to get rid of these
Gotta
pants.
throw them out in the garbage. Just fucking get rid of them right now. Or sell them to Feitelberg for like $1,000.
Yeah.
He'll cram his fat
You're
ass
right.
into the hoods.
I have to spill like bleach on them or something to make them grotesque.
Just
enough
like
for you.
spray some paint.
And
Like,
you
just like
see,
a paintbrush at it.
I did a tape for
Beautiful.
Snapchat yesterday. Gucci, one of those brands, selling grass-stained jeans
Not interested
for
in that.
$800.
Yeah, no, not interested in a grass stain. A hole, yes. A grass stain, no, thank you.
I actually kind of like the grass stain.
No.
Because you know
You
what?
would.
Because you know what?
You look like a grass stain.
You're
fella.
never going to get a grass
You
stain.
had grass stains on your pants just the other day.
Well, that was for a fucking...
Well, you had your grass stains on your pants yesterday and the day before that. I don't know if it was a grass stain. It might have been a
You're
dirt
always
stain.
rolling around meadows,
Yeah, I think I
tumbling down hills.
something on there right now. I think that's sicky sauce. But whatever.
Is that
grass stains you don't have... no, you're not going to get a grass stain ever again. That
no.
makes me actually, that's like nostalgic. I remember there was a time where you get grass stains when you're like having fun as a kid. I'm never gonna get a grass stain again. If I'm gonna pay $800 for some stupid pair of jeans, at least it makes me think of like good times. I'd rather that than a hole.
It doesn't make me think of good times. It makes me think of coming home to my mom with grass stains on and her yelling at me.
Well, Polly's just not fucking around, man.
She doesn't like when I get dirty.
Well, boy, she did not do a great job. Because you are just a constant bag of shit. Anyway, Belichick, out of all of his looks, I was going to say, I hate him, but when he does this, I get a kick out of it. It's ridiculous for a grown man to show up to whatever your job is looking like that.
Bill Belichick is at the podium at an NFL press conference and looks exactly like Frank the Tank.
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, shoes the
Exactly.
collar
Exactly
up,
like Frank
the
the Tank.
hair's a mess. All he needs is a tooth to fall out.
He is gonna be the biggest bust.
I think I just broke a tooth.
One of his tooths, and then we got the full transformation to Frank fucking Fleming. And he's the most successful coach in the history of sports.
Yeah.
Like you can, again, I don't need him to like put on a suit. but you know what you're doing when you're like, let me wear this completely. This looks like I ran over a lawnmower with it.
It's
let me
tattered.
intentionally
I never
not
use the T word, and it's a tattered
tattered.
sweatshirt.
You know, the sleeves is one thing, and then like one day there was like the collar was ripped, and now it's just shredded like a fucking raccoon ate through.
At this point, it would be more jarring to see him in like a polo.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, he like
Look,
business casual Bill Belichick.
He looks insane in that Subway commercial. He's
yeah.
just sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
It looks crazy.
He is a crazy person.
You need to have strings hanging off him.
It's like you without anything frayed or like tie-dyed or bleach stained. If you came in
Honestly,
here,
I'm wearing none of those things right now.
Today
if
this
you
is
came
as
in here
normal as
wearing,
it gets.
if you came in here wearing sweatpants, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, something bad happened.
Yes,
to Bud.
he says that to me. If I wear sweatpants, he's like, "Oh, we're having a bad day." I'm like, "Fuck you."
And I'm not wrong though.
That's not true. I love sweatpants. Oh, last topic. I didn't put this on there.
Oh.
Rory McIlroy and Domino's.
What happened here?
Oh, this is great. So they just came from Wingfoot in New York, and that they're at this other thing. It's like a 4-man invitational exhibition kind of thing. So they're mic'd up, and Justin Rose is saying, he's like, "Oh, before I left, I got some good New York pizza before we came to Missouri." And Rory's like, "You know what? I've been on a huge kick right now.
Tell you what, we're on this big Domino's kick at the minute. It's so good."
Domino's." And Justin Rose is like, "What the fuck, man?" Because he just brought up like authentic New York pizza. And what? Justin Thomas. Well, fuck. Then I screwed the video up. Damn it! I knew it was gonna get that wrong. Anyway, he's like, "You know, it's really not bad. It's really not bad." And of course, now people are pizza shaming. But I think we're at the point where I think anybody who's rational can understand. Give me a Laredo Borelli's pizza. Yes, that's good, authentic New York pizza. Domino's has its place in the world that it needs to exist. First of all, the cheesy bread is a delicacy. The lava cakes are a wonderful dessert. I don't care too much for the pizza itself, but it's just a different thing. When you're drunk, when it's late night.
I have 2 Domino's pizzas in my fridge as we speak.
Yeah, and I think that's okay.
Delicious.
And when people say, "Oh, you're in New York and you get it," it's like, I wanted something different. I mean, again, I'm talking about the cheesy bread because I really think that is.
No, I think
the cheesy bread is one of the most delicious things that's ever been created.
Have you seen the masks that the Domino's delivery men are wearing?
I have not.
I think they're sick. I got a Domino's pizza last week and I was like, I'll give you $20 for the mask. So I have a Domino's pizza delivery man mask.
Shut up.
Took it off his face. He was wearing it.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I did. But yeah, I have that. It's sick. It's official Domino's merch.
Had to have it. Do you blame me? Good.
Yeah, that's perfect, man.
I guess I'm a harder when it comes to that stuff because in New York, I'm like, to order at 7 o'clock at night at Domino's Pizza in New York City drives me fucking insane.
Oh, I've done it.
That's insane.
I've done it a million
Trent's
times. I did
scoffing
it
at
last
me.
week.
What
He's
about
an idiot walking around in Iowa.
I'm actually kind of with you with the pizza, but give me the buffalo kickers, give me the brownies, give me the lava cakes,
I will
give me
stand
the
up for
Cinnasticks,
Domino's.
give me the
I'll stand up for
garlic
Domino's in this aspect. When we were in Australia, which is crazy, we went to Australia. No, people don't talk about that.
It's crazy we went to another country.
Yeah, well, that was fucking another part of the world.
I mean, Frankie, up until a minute ago, I never left Long Island, probably.
I've never left the country except for I went to Niagara, Canada, and then the first real place I went to was Australia, Tasmania. It was insane.
All right, Tasmania is where you should have led with that.
Okay. Anyway, when we were there, you don't know what the food's gonna taste like, and there was a Domino's across the street from the hotel. I crushed it every single night because you know what you're gonna get, and that like when you're in another part of the country, another part of the world, it's just like it's a familiar taste. You know what it's gonna be. It's the same in Australia. It's the same here. It's very consistent.
It's
and that's
delicious.
what Rory was saying. Like no matter where you're at, you know it's gonna taste the same way.
It's gonna be covered in sand. We talked about that yesterday. Actually.
What is the sand? What is that sand?
So much sand.
Have you ever
on the
seen when
pizza.
they make it? Like, it's some sort of.
It's a seasoning.
Seasoning, yeah.
But
they
it's
just
sand.
they throw it all over the place, and they're rolling their dough in it. It's, when I eat Domino's,
Flour? It's no,
it's not flour. It's absolutely not flour.
No
it's not.
way,
Flour is
Josh.
like this soft white powder. Maybe there's flour in it, but the Domino's sand is literally like
and it is
gravel.
It is all over them. They look like they just got out of like a skirmish in World War II. They have like a 1,000-yard stare.
Fucking Michelangelo's uncle. I mean, I feel like I get covered in it. I got it in my hair when I'm done. It's disgusting.
I like Domino's so much. There was one time, I would say this is probably 6 months ago, say. I was walking home, and I popped into a Domino's store and asked if they sold slices. And the person looked like it was the most insane question they've ever been.
Well, that
that
is
is
the most
insane.
insane.
They were like,
if you
what?
wait, you say that again?
I went into a Domino's. I was walking home. I was happy walking by
At what
Domino's.
age?
6 months ago.
That's infuriating.
You asked.
I was like, yeah, you guys got
You
slices?
are so lucky
She
that
was like,
person didn't
no.
like club you.
That is
Like if they pulled
in
out a
what
weapon.
world is
You knew the answer to that question.
I was pretty sure.
You
the answer to the
absolutely
question, yeah.
knew.
No, I was
That
quite
is-
certain that the answer was going to be no, but I had to check.
That is one of the more ridiculous things I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
it was on 31st and 3rd, 30 somewhere around there.
No
I
other
ended up, I
human
ended
has
up
ever
going to
done that.
33rd pizza.
No one has ever
So-
asked that question.
No.
No, she was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
No,
"What
but
do
she
you
had the
mean?"
full-blown right. She could have called you like any name in the world. She could have just been disgusted. They could have beat you up. They could have been like, lock the door, and they could have beat the shit out of you.
can't leave.
Yes, and nobody, like no jury would convict. They'd be like, Your Honor, he asked if I could get a slice at
One
Domino's. What would a Domino's slice cost?
Oh, great question.
17
I was
cents?
I was gonna guess 19. Yeah, right around
Here's
there.
a quarter. Give me change.
Going into McDonald's. How much is one nugget? Like what?
And you
can't
know he
even-
was dressed like an asshole too when he was
Yes.
doing it.
So they're just like, okay,
Covered in
this is a
bleach.
homeless man.
All he can afford is a single Domino's slice. Wow, what an asshole you are, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I was
gonna
going to
get
stand up
two,
for Domino's,
yeah.
but now I have to stand with this guy. I don't want to be on this guy's side. So you know what? New York authentic pizza, fuck Domino's. I
Yeah,
can't.
Borelli's. We're going to Borelli's.
Laredo.
Going to Borelli's. What do you mean don't say that?
This is the squeakiest it's ever been.
It's quite sweet here.
Well, I was doing a little bit over here. All I heard
I
was
could
you
hear
Doing a
your
bit. You're
fucking
doing a
bit. We're trying to
buffet
do
of
a
bits.
show.
How about we let us start do our
camera
bits
phone.
before you do your bit?
I'm sorry.
That's the rundown.
There's always bits with you guys. It fucking pisses me off.